Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Thank you to anyone who has returned from last night's opening night. It's very nice to see you all here. It's nice to see a pretty much packed house. My name is Faith Jones-Smith. I am the playwright of this show and the director. This show started off as a just small, honestly, half-done show in playwriting class just to get a grade. You can't really imagine how far that comes in the theater world to get to this spot. I'm very happy that people believed in me enough to actually want to do this. And thank you all for believing in your friends and your family to come watch them do this. Please silence your phones, turn them off if you can. And I invite you to engage. You didn't think I was going to say relax, did you? This isn't the movie theater, guys. Laugh, say oohs and ahs. Maybe even cry. I don't know. Just please, please, I hope you enjoy My Little Monsters in This Job Sucks.
Mr. Dremula, I'm here for my shift. Mr. Dremula. Victor! Good morning, Mr. Dremula. I'm here for my shift.
Oh, yes. Hello, Francine. Sorry, just taking a quick nap.
Oh, that makes sense since you work so late at night.
Right. Sorry about that once again. I know it's not ideal.
As I've said before, if working at night is best for you, then that's what we'll do.
Yes, and it works much better with my insomnia.
Yes, your insomnia.
And so that the sun doesn't...
Touch your skin.
Well, because
you're allergic to the sun. Yes. Have the blackout curtains been helping?
Oh, yes. They're fantastic. What wonderful technology to block out almost all the sun. Truly genius. And the color is fabulous.
Would you like to hear your schedule for tonight?
Before that, I'd like to give you something.
Oh, my, what's this?
A gift.
But whatever for?
For the 30th anniversary of you working here as my assistant.
Is that today? My, how time just flies by.
Indeed. Be careful. I already cut my hand on the edge of it.
Oh, Mr. Dremula, it's lovely.
I read on the internet that a good gift for a secretary would be a plaque for their desk.
Yes, that makes sense.
So I thought instead of a tiny plaque, why not a giant sign?
Oh, very smart way of thinking, sir.
And it's in yellow.
Yes, it is. We'll just put that right here. It looks wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Dremula.
You're very welcome, Franny.
Now, would you like to hear your schedule?
Please.
Well, first, you should respond to any emails you got throughout the day.
I did, just before my nap.
Did you actually respond, or did you just type them out and not click send?
I have almost responded to my emails.
Fantastic. Then you have a meeting with your associate, Mr. Howler.
Oh, goodness, not the mutt.
Then you have a pitch to hear from a company called Devco.
A pitch? I'm not in the mood for a pitch.
You never are. After that, you have about an hour or so for lunch, and then you have an interview for the company.
An interview? Don't we have managers and other branches for that?
Usually we do, but this seems to be a special case. We'll talk about it more later. After that, you have another meeting with someone named Miss Bonita.
Actually, that's not that bad.
And then all you have to do after that is push forward. I'll make you your coffee to get started.
Thank you, Francine.
You're welcome, Mr. Dremula.
Francine, I'm having trouble adding the...
If you click signature on the top left-hand side, it will add your electronic signature I made for you.
Thank you, Francine.
You're welcome, Mr. Dremula.
You know, I don't think I'll ever understand this technology stuff. Whatever happened to just sending a handwritten letter?
Well, email's faster than any postal service.
Well, travel's a lot faster than it used to be, and I'm sure old-fashioned letters would work just fine instead of this techno junk. I should have the whole company switch to the letter system.
Just because you are not technologically savvy, Mr. Dremula, does not mean you need to drag down every blood bank and phlebotomist with you. Here you are, sir.
Thank you. I don't know how you do it, Francine, but you always make the best coffee. It tastes so familiar, like home.
Well, it makes me happy you enjoy it so much.
Will today be the day you tell me your coffee making secrets?
As I've said before, it's just my magic touch and an extra punch of positivity.
Maybe one day I'll get it out of you.
Is your handle right?
Oh, it's fine. Why?
You cut it before I got here?
Yeah, on the sign when I was getting it out of the package.
But you're still bleeding. You usually heal so easily.
Oh, I have another allergy.
Against what?
Silver?
Silver?
Yes, silver. The sign is made of pure silver with paint over it. It's very expensive.
But you wear a silver watch.
Beauty is pain.
Even so, that's true.
Hey, just sent the last email.
And that must be Mr. Howler.
Oh, Francine! Oh, you look as lovely as ever.
You are as big of a flirt as ever, I swear. It's like you're a dog in heat whenever I see you.
A dog? Oh, no dog here. Just me, fully human.
I was only joking. Is your face all right?
Oh, yes. Sorry for causing worry. I wanted to look my best for you, my dear. But I'm a very hairy man, and I'm no good at shaving, so try my best.
You didn't have to do that. I find hair very attractive.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
If you did want to impress me, though, shouldn't you have worn something a little more fitting for a corporate office, or perhaps a meeting with the CEO of a highly appraised blood bank?
But how are you get a sense of the true me without the clothes that show the real me? Besides, suits are tight and itchy at the collar and terrible.
You never were a fan of a high collar. Oh, did you hear there was supposed to be a full moon tonight?
I did indeed. Oh, unfortunately, it will be covered by the clouds.
A shame.
Oh, a shame indeed.
Jacob, how are you, my friend?
Oh, same old. You know, running the pack, leading the hoe. My crew. It's just that we're so close we consider ourselves a pack sometimes. Just a joke between us.
I see. It sounds like you're in more of a fraternity than a hunting group to me.
Well then, we must have different styles of humor. How about you, Victor? How's your skin? Oh, that's great. And the amphibia?
Anemia, and it's fine.
Right, anemia, the disgustingly pale skin and all.
And working at odd hours.
Yes, the working at odd hours making poor Francine go against her cicada rhyme.
I believe you mean circadian rhythm.
Yes. Oh, you poor thing. Come work with me and we'll fix that sleep schedule of yours.
You know I already have a perfectly good office job, and besides, I don't like working outdoors.
Really? Purging my worker from me on the 30th anniversary of her employment? Have you no shame?
there's no such thing as shame. And the name of love.
Why did I expect any class? Speaking of no class, how's the hunting ground? Up to your satisfaction?
Oh, real swell. I have to thank you again for letting me have your forest land.
Have? No, sold. I sold it to you?
Oh, howl, growl. It's all the same.
I forgot you had bought that land from Mr. Dremula.
Still buying it, in fact. I still haven't gotten all of my money.
And you will, just gotta keep making the money to pay back. You know.
Don't worry about that. He inherited that land years ago and he never used it.
Inherited?
You told Mr. Howler when you sold him the land you'd owned it over 400 years.
Oh, Bright, you heard that. Yes, the land was given to my great-grandfather, John.
John? John?
Yes, John Dramula, a very real person who lived long ago and died before anyone here could meet him. Jacob, didn't you tell me last month there's new puppies in the pack?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they are the sweetest things.
Did you get new hunting dogs?
Yes. We're training them to hunt with the visitors so we can rent them out. Yes, absolutely.
That sounds lovely. It gives puppies a purpose and a home, and it sounds good for your hunting business, too.
Yeah, really helpful. Good homes, more money.
Francine, could you start organizing the files from yesterday while I talk to Mr. Howler? I'm afraid I may have screwed something up when I was working on them.
Of course, Mr. Dremula.
John Dramula? Very clever name.
Oh, and I suppose you and your frat bros could do better.
I would have called him Jacob.
You're Jacob.
Oh, right.
So, is everything going well with you?
Well, sort of. There's been an issue lately.
An issue?
Well, yes, actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. A rival pack has been coming onto our territory.
Oh, you mean rival company?
Company? Yes, company.
Right, so this rival company has been coming into your work zone.
Yes, our work zone. And we have tried nicely telling them that this area is being used, but they were incredibly rude and hostile and proceeded to keep using our work zone. And now this company is using the resources that we gathered for ourselves to use and saying, all is fair in love and war. What does that mean? I don't love them, I hate them. And there's no war happening or rules involved in declaring war. And none of those rules were adhered to. And their leader is just a shitty little runt who thinks he can run his pack with lies and deceit. And honestly, I'm about ready to take him down and take us back by force.
Keep your voice down, you moron! You're lucky Francine's age is giving her hearing trouble.
52.
Sorry.
Whatever. What does any of this have to do with me?
Well, we need your help taking this pack down.
Why do you need my help? You said yourself their leader was just some shitty little runt.
While that is true, he's a clever, shitty little runt. Oh, every time we think we have them, he manages to slip through our paws. And I haven't been able to hunt the same ever since that accident a few years ago.
Oh, right. The thorn bush.
Don't remind me. Because of that, I need to start thinking smartly on how to catch him.
Isn't it a little late to start using your brain? You might hurt yourself.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, you're smart. You've been able to hide the fact that you're a vampire. From Francine for 30 years now. That's gotta take some brains.
That is true.
So come on. Help a pup out here.
I really don't like these intruders invading land I've so kindly sold above market value. But to be honest, I'm not sure what to do either.
Huh? But you're super smart. They're You're called the greatest hunter in the world.
I haven't held that title in a long time. The last time I hunted was maybe 30 years ago. I've never needed to since I started the blood drive.
Well, you've got to remember something.
I don't. Whenever I need to plan something or get around a problem, I ask Franny. Francine,
Yes, Mr. Dramula?
we were wondering if you could help with
Well, I can certainly try.
Oh, well, you see, there's this company that's been using the land that Victor or Mr. Dramula was so kind to give to me, and I tried telling them it was private property, but they ignored me and continued hunting on the grounds without permission.
That sounds awful.
Oh, it really is. And their leader, he told me all is fair in love and war, but he's just a little runt who thinks he can rapscallion! Stupid rapscallion. So you see, I've come to Victor for help.
However, I can't seem to come up with a solution. What do you think we should do?
This is quite the predicament, and you've told them they're not allowed to be there without the proper arrangements?
Yes, multiple times, but they just won't listen.
Have you tried the police? Surely they wouldn't take too kindly to illegal hunting on private hunting grounds.
We try not to involve law enforcement if we can. Makes our visitors uneasy. They start to think we can't take care of things. You understand?
I see. In that case, do you know how they're getting past the fence?
The fence?
Surely you have a fence to keep out intruders.
No, actually, we don't.
Well, a fence would certainly help, wouldn't it?
Why isn't there a fence?
You said you wanted open range.
Open range doesn't mean there can't be a fence.
Yes it does.
Added a fence. None of this would have happened.
That's your job by this point. I never said I had a fence. Did you even read our contract?
You know I don't read.
That's right. Dogs can't read.
Old corpses shouldn't talk.
Moron.
Bloodsucker!
30 months!
Excuse me!
Yes, my dear?
I've sent some links to your email with a few fences that should solve your problem. I personally recommend the silver chain link fence that costs a little bit more.
Silver! Why, silver seems extreme to me.
But pure silver is very durable and harsh weather. It never rusts. Is there something wrong with it?
Well, see, I'm actually allergic to silver.
Wow! What an odd coincidence! You and Victor have the exact same allergy.
Oh, well, we're not really great for execution.
Evolution.
Right. And the sun has always been kind to me, you know, not one to burn.
Well, the moon is a bit harsh to you, isn't it?
Well, even so, surely someone else could put it up?
I'll hire someone to put the fence up.
Really?
Yes, I'll just add the cost of the fence and the work to your mortgage.
Yes.
I'll look for someone to put up the fence. If that doesn't work, we can set up another meeting. I'm sure Mr. Dramula will be of a calmer mind and will be able to come to a rational solution. You know when a problem arises, Mr. Dramula can get flustered easily.
Right. Of course I will.
I have to thank you again. Gosh, a fence. Why didn't I think of that?
Times of stress can make us think irrationally. Sometimes we don't see the obvious until it's pointed out to us.
Very true, Francine. Is that all you needed, Jacob?
I met with the bone lady recently.
The bone lady?
I assume he means Miss Bonita. She's as thin as bones. Bone Lady is kind of a nickname. Very strange of her to be meeting with you, though. Everything okay?
I think so. I met with her last week, if I remember correctly. She told me to tell you that
Well,
the dock is clicking faster than originally precipitated. You know what she's talking about?
Something tells me you didn't write this down properly. It's fine. I'll ask her when I see her today. Anything else?
Well, let's see. We discussed my little run problem. I got to make fun of you. I got to see my love, Francine. So, yes.
Well, then would you so kindly leave my office? Francine, can you please see our guest out?
Of course. Mr. Howler, if you would follow me.
Oh, Francine, you know you can call me Jacob.
That would be highly unprofessional of me.
Well, it's okay to be a little unprofessional sometimes. How about it? You meet a steakhouse, then back to your place for some fun.
Thank you, Mr. Howler, for the offer, but I'm far too busy for the foreseeable future.
Oh, can't squeeze me into your schedule, or can't squeeze me in, and I don't just mean your schedule.
Oh, look, the clouds are clearing. I think I can see the moon.
What? I must be off. Perhaps another time?
Goodbye, Mr. Howler. He's as sly of a dog as ever, huh?
I prefer the term mangy mutt, but to each their own.
Oh, come now. He's one of your closest friends.
Yes, unfortunately, he's like a younger brother to me. An idiotic musclehead of a younger brother.
But also loyal.
Almost harmfully so.
Oh, before your next meeting, there's something I found in the files I've been wanting to mention.
Yeah? What was that?
Well, it seems that not all the blood is making it to the hospitals after transactions are complete. A positive, to be exact.
Really? That shouldn't be happening.
No, it shouldn't. Even worse, there's a shortage of A positive in our warehouses, specifically the one closest to our building.
How strange.
Indeed. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Well, I don't know.
Are you sure? You look like you know something.
No, I don't. It's not like I'm drinking it. That would be crazy.
Well, I never said anything like that. It's just we must not be getting a lot of A positive donors.
Yes, that must be it. Send out a memo advertising for A positive blood bodies.
A positive donors?
Yes, that's what I said.
Right. Well, while I'm doing that, you get ready for your next meeting.
What was it again?
The pitch.
Ugh!
Oh, come now. You'll survive. You always do.
Whatever. What was the name of the company again?
It says the company's name is Devco. I've never heard of them.
Neither have I. Devco. What a strange name.
Well, it says here in the file that the name is related to the founder, which is strange considering his name's Diablo.
Well, maybe he has a dog named Dev.
Maybe, I could see that. Even so, a strange name.
And this is a marketing pitch?
Yes, sir. They want you to make a sort of deal with them, a beneficiary contract of sorts.
Well, what do they have to offer? Do they work in medicine or hospital work? Maybe they want to give blood.
Possibly. I guess we'll see when they get here. Oh, speak of the devil. That must be them.
I'm here for a meeting.
You must be the representative from Devco.
That's me. You can call me Azzy.
Azzy, what a lovely name. Is that short for something?
Thank you. Yes, it is, but we don't have time to get into that. Can I have your name?
Oh, well, you can't have my name, but you can call me Francine. And you can call the man behind me, Mr. Dranula.
Aren't you a clever one?
It's one of my charms, I'm told.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, Azzy.
Charm.
I need to go print out some forms while you have your meeting.
Thank you, Francine. Come, let's get started.
I'll definitely come if you're leading me.
So, you arrived here today on behalf of Devco. However, neither I nor my assistant know much about your company. Besides, you wanting to make some sort of deal with us. Do you mind explaining what your company does?
Of course, Mr. Dramula. You see, my company works in the way of contracts.
Contracts?
Yes. You see, people tell us what they want us to help them do, and then we help them. When the contract is finished, we're paid back with some interest.
So, you're loan sharks.
Ugh, something like that.
You do know what my company does, right?
Why don't you tell me?
We, as a company, believe in ensuring safety and reliability with our customers as we send safe and reliable blood throughout safe and reliable hospitals in the safe and reliable United States to ensure everyone makes a safe and reliable recovery.
Sounds like a safe and reliable company.
You bet! Blood's so good, a vampire will devour it, we guarantee.
How so? You devour it yourself?
What? No. I'm not a vampire, I'm just a guy with a sun allergy and anemia.
Right. Of course.
Back on topic, we're a blood bank. I'm not sure why loan sharks would want to work with us. Unless they're paying you back in blood. Then you've come to the right place.
Oh, nothing like that today. You see, there's actually some people in your company that I need to meet.
Why? Do they have debt?
Some do, yes, but that's not the reason I need to talk to them today.
Well, do you have the names of those members? I'm sure we could get you in contact with them instead of having to come to me. I'm a very busy man, you see, and not many people work here in this main office. They work in their own offices around the country.
I believe one in particular was your assistant.
My assistant? Do you mean Francine?
That's exactly who I mean.
That's strange. She's great with money, and I can imagine her getting into debt. She has 3 budgeting folders on her desk right now.
Oh no, my boss speaks very highly of her.
That makes a lot more sense. She's a wonderful assistant. Organized, time efficient, and she makes the best coffee. You must try when she gets back.
I believe our company was more interested in her old work.
Old work?
Yes, before she came to work for you. I am curious myself. How did you get your assistant to join you? Seems rather, well, practical.
I'm not sure why that would be. She put in an application, came in for an interview, and got the job. She's worked with me ever since. Should there be a problem?
I assumed her old job would have made it illogical. You must have no fear, or a lot of stupidity.
Again, I'm not sure why that would be. Any past job of hers shouldn't affect how she does this one.
I'm leaning more towards stupid. Well, I have reason to believe she will be resigning as your assistant soon.
And where does this reasoning stem from?
I went to see a cloaked figure today, and it seems Miss Francine won't be around much longer.
What do you mean?
Let's make a deal, Mr. Dramula. You give your assistant to my boss, make me your new assistant. I'm sure I could give you everything you need and more.
No.
So, do we have a deal?
Well, I don't know.
Come on! What the hell, you old witch!
Sitting on my boss's lap seems a little unprofessional, don't you think?
And spraying me with a ball.
When my dog has seen something I don't want her to, I spray her to get down. I'm just doing what I know, spraying the bitch to teach it a few rules.
I'll get you for this!
I also contacted your company. They never asked for contact with us. They want to see you immediately. I would get going. They sounded upset.
Damn you to hell.
Ironic coming from you. Are you all right, Mr. Dramula?
Yes, thank you. What a strange person.
Strange is a word, yes.
Even still, spraying them with water was cool.
And sitting on your lap was vulgar, and not doing anything about it was perverse.
I wasn't expecting it.
I think the comments before I even left were enough of a giveaway.
Either way, I think all of us were acting very unprofessionally. Let's make sure not to make it a habit.
All right, sir. I apologize.
Consider yourself forgiven. Strange, his reaction to the water, though. It's almost like he melted a little.
Well, that's what happens when someone wears too much makeup and it's not waterproof. He really must be more careful.
But he also yelled in pain.
must have got in his eyes.
Ah, makes sense. I'm more concerned that this company tried to poach you from me. Truly.
Really?
Yes.
Not a radar I would want to be on, but do not worry, sir. I have no plans of going anywhere else.
That's actually wonderful to hear, Franny. Can I ask you a question?
I believe you just did.
Well, have you ever worked in any sort of accounting job?
What kind of accounting?
One that would lead you to know Azzy, for example.
Mr. Dremula, are you asking me if I was ever a stripper?
What? No! Oh, God, no! Oh. No, never mind. I believe it's time for my break, yes? I could surely use it.
Unfortunately, our visitor's little presentation took a little bit longer than expected, but don't worry, you still should have plenty of time for lunch.
Damn it. That means I won't have time to order food. I guess I'll just go out for a quick bite. No, I shouldn't. I've been doing that too often recently.
Don't worry, sir, I already took care of it. I ordered you a rare steak with Polish zarnina on the side.
Perfect! Just what I wanted. How do you do it, Francine?
Well, I'd consider myself a pretty shoddy assistant if I didn't know what my boss would eat for lunch.
Wait, is this...
I also ordered you a tuna and spinach-based salad.
Franny, why?
Because you need to eat your veggies. Besides, the spinach is high in iron and the tuna in vitamin D.
But it tastes weird, and it feels weird on my tongue. Besides, why would I care if it's high in iron or vitamin D anyways?
Well, I assume the spinach would help with your anemia, would it not? That is why you eat so much meat, I assume?
Oh, right, my anemia. That's exactly why I eat rare cooked meat.
And the vitamin D is good because you never go out in the sun.
Yes, because of my
Sun allergy. Exactly.
Thank you, Francine, for always caring.
Of course, Mr. Dremula. And because I care so very much, I'm going to sit right here until you eat every last bit of that salad. In fact, why don't you start with it?
Start with the salad.
Well, I have lots of other tasks to get to, and I want to make sure you eat the food I made to your specification.
I don't think I asked for this in any of my specifications, Francine.
And I don't think I asked for any complaining. Go on, take a bite. For God's sake, Victor, eat the damn spinach. See, was that so bad?
Aren't you just so caring?
I believe the words you're looking for are thank you, Francine.
No, I don't think they are.
All right, I harbored you enough. Hurry and eat that salad, and I do expect that salad to be eaten. And eat quickly, the interviewee will be here soon.
Yeah? Who is it anyways?
It says her name is Irina Evanov.
You paused. Do you know her?
We're old acquaintances.
Acquaintances, not a friend?
Well, we used to be friends. Great friends, actually, almost family. It's just, I haven't seen her since I left my old job.
Well, what position did she apply for?
The phlebotomist position.
Even more reason I shouldn't be doing her interview. I don't work with phlebotomists anymore.
Well, it seems to come at recommendation from Mother Superior at Holy Haven.
Mother Superior. Don't tell me.
Yes, it appears Miss Evanoff is a nun.
Why?
Mother Superior allows us to do blood drives at their church. It seems only fair to allow a nun to interview here as a gesture of good faith.
Yeah, good faith.
I will have no talk or tone like that when she gets here. It is rare for a nun to want to work outside the convent, and even rarer for a Mother Superior to allow it. We will be proper and respectful of her time.
Well, she's an old friend of yours, so at least I know she'll be sweet.
I wouldn't count on it. Well, that must be her. Wipe your mouth and look presentable. Miss Evanoff, how lovely of you to join us.
Francine, I did not expect to see you alive. You are alive, correct?
Yep, I'm here in the flesh.
Well, it is lovely to see you. Now I must continue my mission.
Miss Evanoff, it's lovely to
My name is Irina Dorothea Evanoff. I am here to be blood taker.
Right. Well, I love the go-getter attitude. Please, how's your night going?
It will be better in a bit.
confident in getting the job, are we?
I know I can complete this mission.
Right, so let's get started then. Why do you want to join this line of work?
I like the look of blood.
Look.
Yes, it is very shiny and red as it pours out.
Right, of course. Makes sense. I can agree.
Of course you can.
Right. Do you have any skills that might be helpful for the phlebotomist position?
I am very good at finding weak points.
Like finding veins?
Veins are very easy to spot, especially in the neck point. It is where a nervous person's heartbeat shows best.
That is very true. Tell me, what would you say is the best type of blood?
The type that is drained from my enemies.
Ah, so you're not picky. I'm a fan of A positive myself.
A bloodsucker like you would have a favorite.
Bloodsucker is such a harsh word. Blood manager is a term from the fashion.
I don't think there is much of a difference.
I completely agree. Tell me, how old are you?
49.
You look so young for 49.
I take care of my skin.
It's almost like you don't go out in the sun.
I work at night. I get sunburned very easily.
Sunburnt easily. Genius. Tell me, how long have you been 49?
A while.
Really?
Yes. My birthday is next week.
Fascinating. You still celebrate your birthday.
Not really. Once you get to a certain age, you stop caring about the numbers.
Absolutely. This next question might sound strange, but bear with me. How do you feel about death?
Death comes for all. It is not something to be afraid of.
And have you ever experienced death?
Victor,
Death is a big part of my work. I work with it often and will work with it again very soon.
Francine, your friend is amazing. We're so similar. I'd love to have you in my company, Miss Evanoff.
Thank you.
Let me get some files for you to fill out. They should be in my desk. Oh, no files in there. I have some on my computer. Francine, I'm having trouble with...
you have to double-click the folder for it to open.
Thank you, Francine.
You're welcome, Mr. Dremula.
All right, everything should be sent out to the printer. Francine, could you...
No!
No?
I mean, why don't you go get the forms? You've been in your office all day, and I think it'd be a good chance to stretch your legs, don't you think?
That's a wonderful idea. I'll be right back. Don't go biting anything.
Ow! Why do you have so many stakes?
What are you doing? You are getting in my way.
You can't kill him.
He is my target. I will kill him.
I don't care, you can't kill him.
Francine, what is wrong with you? Has he brainwashed you?
No, you know as well as I do, brainwash is a myth. He's just my boss.
Why would you want him for a boss? You left us all alone. We all thought you were dead.
Well, maybe it's best if I stay dead. What are you doing?
Making sure you are not actually dead.
No, I'm not actually dead. Look, I'll pay you what you need if you just forget about this mission and leave us alone, okay?
He is my target. I never fail a mission. I will kill the great vampire.
Irina, this has to stop. You have a problem.
Problem? I don't have a problem.
You've always been obsessed with monster hunting. It looks like some things haven't changed at all.
I could quit whenever I want.
Irina, you're addicted to monster hunting.
No, I'm not.
Does Greta know about this?
Greta has nothing to do with this.
Your wife has nothing to do with your monster hunting addiction? She's been trying to get you to stop since you've been together. Has she changed her mind?
No, and she doesn't know about this.
Think about her. She would be so disappointed if she knew where you were.
I tried to stop, but every time a werewolf or a mommy pops up, and it all starts again.
No, we'll get you the help you need. We'll get you into Monster Hunters Anonymous. You'll get through this. You're strong.
What am I going to do? This job is going to pay for me and my wife's anniversary dinner next month.
Well, why don't we give you out of that line of work. Take the phlebotomist job.
Really? You would let me do that?
Of course, Victor loves you. Maybe for the wrong reasons, but even so, it'll be good to get you away from all influences.
You're right. Thank you, Francine. Even after 30 years not seeing each other, you're going to take care of me.
That's what friends are for.
I'm back. Are you ready to start the job?
Yes, I'm ready.
Wonderful. Here are the forms. You can fill them out in the hallway, and if you have any questions, feel free to come back and let me know.
Right. Thank you. You look good.
I feel good.
What was that about?
Just old acquaintances becoming friends.
That's nice. You seem to have a type for friends.
I guess so. Now hurry and get ready for your meeting with Miss Bonita.
Geez, my last meeting of the night, correct?
Yes, sir. Then you don't have to talk to anyone else for the night.
Thank goodness. It has been such a long night.
I couldn't agree more.
Francine, is your hand okay?
Oh, I cut it on the sign while you were out of the room.
I told you to be careful with that. You're bleeding.
It's just a flesh wound. I'll be all right. Now, worry more about your meeting with Miss Bonita. That might be her. Miss Bonita, I assume? My, that's a lot of cloth. You must be burning up. Would you like me to take your cloak? Okay, Miss Bonita's here to see you.
Wonderful. How lovely it is again to see you, Eddie.
You two know each other?
I've known Miss Bonita for a long, long time.
How lovely.
Please. Francine, do you mind leaving me and Miss Bonita alone for a while? This needs to be a private meeting.
That depends. Am I going to find you and Miss Bonita in a worse position than you and Azzy?
Of course not. Please, just go.
Of course, Mr. Drangula.
It's very strange of you to set up a meeting with me yourself. It's usually me coming to you. It must be serious. What? Oh, that's impossible. I just saw her time last week. It was half full. How? What could have caused this? I know you don't know what causes it, you just know the time, but even still, you have to know what could have caused such a drastic drop in time. Well, a heart attack? A car crash? Disease? Please, you have to know something. Fine. If you only know the time, then I'll ask the time. How much longer? 20 years? That's not bad. No, not 20 years. 20 months? That's not good. 20 days. You're joking. 20 minutes. You lie! Please, tell me you're lying. I can't take this. Only 20 minutes left with Francine? What should I do? What? No. No, I could never do that to her. There has to be another way. I can't turn her. I could never do that to her for my own selfish desires. It can go back up, right? If it can drop fast, it can go back up, right? Please! There has to be something I can do. I can't lose her.
I decoded the message! I decoded the message, dude. The clock is ticking faster than originally anticipated. Does that help?
Hi, Bonnie.
Yeah, I got it figured out. Thanks.
Seriously. Are you okay, Victor? You don't look well.
I'm fine. Just some very bad news. I have to go see Francine.
Blood Stealer, I have some tax questions. Francine, It is happening again!
Please, calm yourself. I know the mud looks like his blood is good, but trust me, it isn't.
The wolf shall die!
Where is she?
Oh, for the love of all, what do you want?
That bitch got me demoted. I'm back to doing busy work now. I had to do a lot of ass kissing, both figuratively and literally, to get where I was. And now I'm back to making genie wishes. I want payback.
Well, it seems you don't have time for payback.
Why? Has the hag already passed on?
How do you know about that?
Does it matter? The hag's dead, so you're in need of a new assistant.
No, I can assure you I'm not.
Oh, come on. I don't bite. Not too hard. Ah, come on, get back here! This is my favorite kind of foreplay! Come on! Get back here! What the hell is happening? Damn it! You're not dead yet!
You leave before I get out across.
But you!
I will contact your boss about re-promoting you. Just leave us alone.
Would you consider that a deal?
Out. Hand me the knife and go call your wife. And remove all other weapons. They're not good for you. You. Miss Bonita, it was lovely to meet you, but I must ask that you leave as well. That was strange. Hold it. What the hell happened?
Well, I don't know. Everything got chaotic and out of control very quickly. Thank you for handling it.
Of course, it's my job to handle the unexpected.
You do it very well.
I know. Now, how was your meeting with Miss Bonita before the chaos?
It was a meeting, that's for sure.
It was also your very last meeting of the night. Congratulations, sir. You have no other work to do except review some files from other branches.
Right. Thank you, Francine.
You're welcome, Mr. Dracula.
Francine, do you know what I just noticed?
What would that be?
I've never seen you eat. You always bring me lunch, but you never have anything for yourself. Well, why is that?
Well, I eat before I come in, and after I leave. It makes me sick to eat in the middle of the night.
I guess that makes sense, but still, you work very hard. Shouldn't you eat something?
If this is you trying to get out of eating that salad, I'm not buying it.
Truthfully, it isn't. I just want to make sure you're getting everything you need. You're not as young as you used to be, and I want to make sure you're around as long as possible.
That is very kind of you, Victor, but I have plenty of years left in me. There's nothing to worry about.
Right. Thank you, Francine.
You're welcome, Mr. Dracula.
Is your hand okay?
It's fine. It's still bleeding a little.
Can I see it?
Sure.
You really should put a bandage on. It could get infected.
I'm fine. Are you all right? You're not acting like yourself.
I'm fine. Just a little overwhelmed, I guess. I could really use a break.
Here, come with me.
Why are we on the floor?
Sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, I just sit on the floor.
Your wisdom knows no bounds.
It does. I just haven't reached them yet.
Can I ask you another question?
Of course.
What did you do before you joined me here as my assistant?
I was an assistant at another company. I believe that was on my resume.
And what company was that?
Oh dear, it's been so long. I believe the company was called Instinct.
What did they do?
Why so many questions? You've not been this interested since my interview.
Sorry, it's just, I realize I don't know much about you, Francine. We've worked together for 30 years now, and I don't know anything about you from before you worked here.
Mr. Dracula, what's my favorite color?
Yellow, but only pale yellow. You like how bright it is without hurting your eyes.
What's my dog's name?
Rosebud. You found her hiding in your rose bushes, hence the name.
What's my least favorite food?
Mushrooms. You hate the texture and the smell.
What's my religion?
Well, you were Catholic, but you left the church 15 years ago. You didn't like the direction it was going in. What's with all the questions?
I'm trying to show you that just because you didn't know what I did before we met doesn't mean you don't know who I am as a person. A lot of people don't know I left the church, but you do. I trust you, Victor, more than I have a lot of people in my life. Don't discount yourself because you joined my life later on. I've known you more years than I have, and that counts for something.
Right. Can I ask you one last question?
So many questions. You really are avoiding your work.
If you had the choice to live forever, would you?
That's a strange but good question. My answer would be no.
Why?
But who wants to live forever? It sounds like too much work.
But think of everything you're leaving behind, and everyone.
That is true, but life moves on, and so do people, and they'll keep living their lives, and one day they'll die, and we'll meet again. Or maybe we won't, I don't know, but isn't that sort of beautiful? I've always been a sort of curious person, so the thought of dying is a little exciting.
Exciting. Leaving the people you love is exciting.
You seem upset by the answer.
It's just, I don't want to lose you, Francine.
As I've said before, we have so much time. Let's just focus on right now.
But you don't have a long time.
What do you mean?
Francine, I have something to tell you.
What is that?
I've been holding a secret from you for a while now, and I'm not sure if this is the right time to say it. Hell, I'm not sure there ever will be a right time to say it. Please, don't let what I'm about to tell you change your feelings about me in any way. I am Dracula, the greatest vampire to ever live.
I know.
Huh?
I am very well aware that you are Dracula.
But how? I was so careful.
You're going to stand there looking like you've been in your late 20s for the past 30 years and expect me not to notice? How neurotic do you think I am?
Oh, right. My appearance.
You never go out in the sun, ever. Your favorite lunch is uncooked steak with a side of duck blood soup. I put blood in your coffee every
Wait. That's what the coffee was?
Your name is Victor Dracula. For Christ's sake, were you even trying?
I thought all of my reasoning for that was foolproof.
Anemia causes paleness, sure, but no other symptoms.
Well, I didn't actually want to be sick. Wait, you knew? You made me eat spinach and tuna.
Well, I have to have fun somehow.
Well, that's rude.
Today you had a meeting with a werewolf.
Wait, you knew that too?
Of course, no man grows that much hair normally. And he wasn't careful about it either, I might add. He kept saying, the pack, we got puppies. He sniffed my hand. After that, you had a meeting with an incubus trying to make a deal with you.
Wait, he was an incubus?
You're really not that bright, are you?
I guess not.
Well, I can't say I was completely honest with you either.
What do you mean?
Well, when I first started working here, I was hunting you.
Hunting me? You were gonna kill me?
Yes, let me finish. Instinct was an organization made up of monster hunters. Miss Evanoff was a part of that organization.
She is? I thought we were the same.
She was going to kill you too.
Maybe we weren't the same.
You were my next target, so I decided to get hired here as an assistant. It only took me a week to realize how incompetent you were.
Rude.
I waited for the perfect time to strike. That night you asked me what my favorite color was. Do you remember what you said when I told you?
No, I don't.
You smiled so wide, showing off your fangs, by the way, and said, well, we'll have to get you a mug in that color. I realized in that moment that you were so excited to have an assistant and you had a heart of gold. So I resigned and kept working here as your assistant, and here we are.
Yes. Here we are. What do we do now?
Well, since the sun's coming up, I'll clock out and you'll go to sleep, just like we always have.
I can't let you leave.
Why not?
The moment you leave here, you're gonna die. Death came tonight and she told me you're going to die.
Oh, that's an awful sad thing to tell someone.
What do you want to do?
Well, I guess I'll die tonight. I wonder how.
Really? Just like that, you're okay to die?
Well, I know when I'm going, but I don't know where or how. And I mean, isn't that kind of exciting?
You're insane.
I have to be to become a vampire's assistant.
That is true.
I mean, I'm a very lucky person. I'm sure my death will be painless. And besides, you'll have lots of fun taking care of Rosebud and planning my funeral.
Well, I will have fun taking care of your dog. I have no clue how to plan a funeral.
You'll figure it out. I know you'll get through it, and you'll continue to throughout the years.
Right. Of course.
I shall take my leave.
Are you sure you want to go?
I promise. Have a good morning, Mr. Drangula.
Good morning, Francine, and thank you for everything.
You're welcome, Victor. Sleep well. That cut really stinks.
Why did I not fight harder? Francine, wait!
You dick! You didn't disinfect your hand?
My hand?
Yes, your hand, the one you cut.
No, I didn't do that. It stings when I do that. Why does that matter?
Because your blood is in my body.
Okay, and?
And you killed me.
What?
When vampire blood enters the human body, even just a drop, it can kill the human and transform them into a vampire.
That's not how that works. I think I would know how to transform someone into a vampire, Francine.
Okay, then how?
Well, you. Okay, maybe I don't know.
Well, I just told you, and it just happened.
So, when I grabbed your hand,
Your blood got in my body. You killed me.
wait, so undead is technically dead? Why didn't you tell me she'd be undead? Well, it would have been helpful to know.
Oh, no, she can't save you.
No, I don't expect to be saved.
I mean, you couldn't have done this earlier. I'm old.
Yeah, very bad timing.
Or you could have done this later. I mean, I haven't gone through menopause. Now I have arthritis and periods for all eternity.
I know, I'm sorry.
I have a garden at home. I can only garden at night.
I'm sure watering at night wouldn't be that bad.
And I just told Irina I'd help her with her monster hunting addiction. I can't help like this.
Did you tell her about MHA?
I have a book club meeting on Wednesdays. What do I tell them?
Tell them you have a sun allergy. They'll never know.
I mean, like, does all food that's not blood taste bad? What about garlic bread?
Yeah, you have a severe garlic allergy now. Hey, look on the bright side. We have an eternity to figure it out, and we'll get to spend a lot more time together now. Yay! With everything coming to light, I don't think that's just regular tap water, is it?
Nope.
You wouldn't.
It won't kill you, just irritate your pale skin a little bit. I think I deserve some revenge. Oh, no, you don't.